Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So in today's video we are going to understand how to schedule SMS notifications from Notion. So here let's suppose that I have a Notion database in which I have added the details of my customer. So my objective is that whenever I am going to add the details of a new customer, then automatically a SMS should be sent to that customer by using Twilio. So now to do this, I need to build an integration between these two applications, for which I am going to use Pabbly Connect. So now to do this, here my trigger application will be Notion and my action application will be Twilio. So if you want to learn more about this, follow me through the screen. In this video, we are going to understand how to send scheduled SMS from Notion database. So here, let's assume that I have a clothing brand and there is an upcoming sale. And now I want to send the SMS to my customers about the upcoming sale. So the details of the customers I've added in my Notion database. So my objective is to send a scheduled SMS from Notion database. So now I'm going to automate this entire process by using Pabbly Connect. So this here is the homepage of Pabbly Connect, and now as an existing user, I'm going to sign in. But if you're a new user, you can click on the sign up for free button and every month you will get 100 tasks for free. So here as an existing user, I'm going to sign in. So this here is the all applications page by Pabbly. So here I will go to Pabbly Connect and click on access now to reach my dashboard. So this here is my dashboard, and in order to create a new workflow, I will go to my right hand side corner and click on this create workflow button. So now in this dialog box appearing, I'm going to give my workflow a name. So here I've named it as send scheduled SMS from Notion database. And on my left hand side, you can see that these are the folders which I've created before. So I want to save this workflow in the folder named as Notion. And now here I'm going to click on create. So as I did that, now I've arrived on a very important window which consists of trigger and action. Basically, trigger and action are the two most important principles or concepts of Pabbly Connect on which this entire automation and integration will depend. Trigger says when this happens, action says do this. So action is an automated response of your trigger application, and in a workflow, you can only have one trigger but multiple action applications. So now moving to my use case, that is to send scheduled SMS from Notion database. So here in Pabbly Connect, I will go to my trigger window, and here I'm going to search for Notion as my trigger application. Here it is. And now the trigger event will be new database item. So now moving to my action window. So here to send the SMS, I'm going to use Twilio. So here in Pabbly Connect in this action window, I'm going to search for Twilio as my action application. And the action event will be to send SMS message. So here, as you can see that I've selected my action application and the action event along with my trigger application and the trigger event. So my objective is to send SMS to my customers from Notion database. So here my objective is that whenever I'm going to add the details of the customer in this Notion database, then automatically a SMS should be sent about the upcoming sale to the customer. So here, moving to my trigger window. So to automate this process, firstly, I need to establish a connection between Notion and Pabbly Connect. So here I'm going to click on connect. And now to add a new connection, I will simply click on connect with Notion. I've already opened my Notion account in one of the tabs. So here I'm going to click on allow access as this is a secure access. And the authorization is successful. So here you can see that Notion and Pabbly Connect is successfully connected. So now moving to the database part. So here I need to select the database ID from where I want to get the data. So here in Notion database, this is the database I've created by the name of leads/contacts. So here in Pabbly Connect from this drop down, I'm going to select this as my database. So once I've done that, as I will click on save and send test request, then it will capture the most latest database response which I would have added. So here this trigger is a polling based one. So that means this trigger will check for new data in 8 hours. So our trigger application is a polling based one. So now I'm going to take you to my Notion database once again. So now here in my Notion database, I'm going to add the details of a customer. So here let's say the name will be new and the last name will be user. Here I'm going to mention our email address. That will be new@pabblytudes.com. So now moving to the phone number, I'm going to enter a number. So now moving to the date and time. So the date will be 21st and I'm going to include the time. So here I'm going to include the time as 11. So over here, this is a 24 hours format. So I've mentioned the date and time. So now moving to the message. So this is the same message which I want to send. So I'm going to copy it and here I'm going to paste it. So once I've entered the details, I'm going to take you to Pabbly Connect and here I'm going to click on Save and Send Test Request. So here you can see that I have received a response. So scrolling down with the details, here you can see the phone number. Scrolling down, here is the email ID. Here is the date and here is the message. So over here in these details, you can see that the details of the contact which we have just added in our Notion database is successfully captured over here. So the first objective of this automation is set up that whenever a new database item will be added in Notion, then automatically it will get captured over here in Pabbly Connect. So this trigger will check for new data in every 8 hours. So now moving ahead, as I want to send this message on 21st of January. So here in Pabbly Connect, I'm going to click on this add action step. And here I'm going to use delay. So here by using delay, I can set the delay for minutes, hours, days, weeks, or for any specified date and time. So here I'm going to click on connect. And now here I'm going to delay it until. So over here I need to mention the date. So as over here the date is for 21st of January. So as received from the response, I'm going to use a method that is named as mapping. So basically mapping means to insert the data from previous step. So as I've already received a response from Notion, so here I'm going to map it. So here I've mentioned the date and time. But if you would have noticed over here, the instruction that is given, it clearly states that the time should be in UTC format. But this doesn't match over here. So now again, I'm going to click on this add action step. And here I'm going to use date time formatter by Pabbly. So date time formatter by Pabbly will help me to format the date and time. So here the action event will be to format date with time zone. And now I'm going to click on connect. And here I'm going to map the date once again from the response I've received. So here I've mapped the date. So now here the from format will be this as it is stated over here. And now this will be the to format as it should be mentioned in delay. So here I'm selecting this. So the from time zone is as I belong to India. So here this will be Asia/Kolkata. And as delay requires in UTC, so here I'm going to search for ETC UTC. Here it is. So now I'm going to click on Save and Send Test Request. And here I've got the results in a proper format. So now here in Delay by Pabbly, I'm going to map the date with the correct format from date and time formatter. So I've mapped it over here. So now I'm going to click on Save and Send Test Request. And here you can see that it's a success. So it is successfully delayed. So now moving ahead, as I want to send a SMS. So to do that, firstly, I need to establish a connection between my Twilio account and Pabbly Connect. So here I'm going to click on connect. And now to add a new connection, here you need to mention the account SID, authorization token, and once again the account SID. So taking you to my Twilio account, scrolling down, here you will get all the details. So here is the account SID, here is the authorization token. So here in Pabbly Connect, you just have to mention these details and you will be successfully connected. So here as I already have an existing connection, I've already mentioned these details. So I'm going to use the same. So Twilio and Pabbly Connect is successfully connected. So now moving to the body of the SMS part. So as in my Notion database, I've added the content as well. So here in Pabbly Connect, again from the response received, I'm going to map the SMS body. So here I've mapped the body of the SMS. And now moving to the sender number and the recipient number. So here I'm going to mention the sender number from my Twilio account. And now here again from the response received, I'm going to map the recipient's number. So this here is the recipient number to whom I want to send the SMS. And now here in the sender number, I'm going to mention the sender number of my Twilio account. So as here I've mapped the details, this method of mapping is important so that every time you receive a new response, so that response can be taken into consideration in these fields. If I would have written this information manually, in that case, this information could have become static, which means that it wouldn't change even if I would have received a new response. So to avoid that problem, we map the information. So now here I'm going to click on Save and Send Test Request. So here you can see that I have received a response and this here is a positive one. So as I was setting up this automation, so this SMS would have been sent successfully to the number which I have mentioned. That was the recipient's number. So let me show you that how the message would have been sent. So here you can see that This here is the SMS. It goes as upcoming sale. Grab your wallets for amazing deals at great prices. Shop with us at abcpablitudes.com. Lightning deals dropping soon. Stay tuned. So this automation and integration is a successful one. That means now you can send scheduled SMS from Notion database to your customers automatically. Not just these applications, you can integrate a lot more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. So if you have any doubts regarding Pabbly, reach us at support@pabbly.com, and if you have any queries, you can visit us at forum.pabbly.com. If you have any pricing related query, you can visit this link. So if you like this video, please share it with your friends and colleagues, and do not forget to like, share and subscribe our channel.